apparently it changed the orientation of this live stream. Good golly. Gotta love. Tap to restart this app for a better view. That's interesting. Never seen that one before. Thanks, ScrewTube. Appreciate it. Now I get my fingerprints all over the lens. Good golly. Sorry. This is such trash anymore. I don't get it. It's horrible. We want live chat, all messages. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by the community guidelines, because this is YouTube. Unbelievable. How y'all doing? CUCV Farmer, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Galdrill, good to see you. Says we got 1 viewer but 3 likes. Southern Tier Prepper, Happy Mac. Yeah, rains. It gonna rain. It gonna rain. Mopar Man, what up? Rob B. Yeah, YouTube's being rough lately. Rough, real rough. No apparent reason too. This was supposed to be a vertical live stream, and it kicked it to horizontal. Weird. I don't know. Real weird. Tony Gotts. Yeah, rain all day here too. Woke up, rain. Still, rain. It gonna rain. Next 9 days in a row. It's gonna rain. We're looking at potential over the next 9 days. I saw in a future cast, like they try to future cast all the freaking the crappy weather, and they were saying that we could see up to 5 inches of rain here. Strategic ETC Bad Granny, good to see you. Happy Mac in the house. What's up? Man, I was busy today. I got up early, real early. KP, good to see you. My wife had decided, every year we do something to raise funds for the National MS Society. So it's not just me. I'm not the only one that does it. My wife does it. The kids do it. The neighbors collect soda bottles for everything. Mrs. B Local, what up? So today we went to a vendor fair in our local township here, and it was held above the library in the community room. Big giant room that they have there. Beautiful, beautiful space. And there was a vendor fair there, and there was all kinds of folks coming to sell some handmade goods and things like that. And my wife had decided that she wanted to do flowers. She wanted to sell flowers to try and raise funds for the MS Society today. So she bought a spot at the booth and bought a bunch of flowers, had a whole bunch of flowers donated by local florist shops. And we went out to the vendor fair today to raise some money for the MS Society. And well, it didn't go over as well as we thought it would. My brother stopped and bought a bouquet. It was awesome. He actually bought 2. So, bought 2 for my mom. Awesome. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate you. And the lady that was next to us bought 1 bouquet, and that was it. So, I am currently up to the eyes in fresh cut flowers for bouquets inside. Totally bummed, but there is a hell of a flash sale going on here if you're local in the Hudson Valley. I got lots of flowers inside that I gotta do something with here real soon, because I can't keep them all, right? I mean, they're gonna last for at least 4 or 5 more days, but somebody else needs to enjoy them. So that's how I'll be spending my next couple days. Yeah. Thanks, Strategic ETC. Appreciate it, bro. Galdrell, that's probably what's going to happen. We're probably going to go to the local nursing homes. There's a battered women's shelter that they can go to. Those ladies could always use some flowers, right? Some kind of positivity in their lives. So they definitely will not go to waste. That much I guarantee. Bee hunt. I don't know if it's that, man, but the economy's got everybody, right? I mean, flowers, especially ones that are going to die in a few days. It's rough. Wolfang, good to see you, brother. Galdrell, she put so much effort into it. I was brokenhearted for her, you know, kind of leaving there with everything that we brought in for the most part. I was uh, I was upset for her, you know, because she put a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of money into it. Southern Tier Prepper, yeah, tailgate sale. Thank you, Strategic ETC. I'll send you a text message after this. Hey, Coffee, good to see you. Nico Wolf, what's up? So yeah, I'm a little bummed about that, but hey, I still got tons of flowers to make some people's days. American Viking says not just the economy, consumerism, greed, even when they have. Yeah. Same Viking, same. Done it. Been there, done it. Done it. Donated my last dollars, you know. You got it, Coffee. Thank you. Yeah. So, rainy day came and rained on my parade. Yeah, maybe the weather kept people away because there wasn't that big of a turnout. So, I was kind of bummed. Grit and Grace, good to see you. Yep. Tons and tons of flowers. Tons of flowers. I have 27 bouquets worth of flowers inside. My wife has turned the living room into a cooler. The air conditioning is cranked, and it's fucking cold in there. I got my jacket on, man. It's cold. It's cold. Thank you, B Hunt. Appreciate it. My good buddy Jake Creature tells me I should stop wasting my life and start reading audiobooks for a living. I might take him up on that. Sounds like fun, actually. I enjoy reading, especially good book. I actually have one that I want to read into a microphone. I think it'd be a good one. Real old, like almost original copy of the Chronicles of Tarrytown. Probably wouldn't be able to monetize it, you know. They'd strike that sucker down in a minute. Cobra, good to see you. Yeah, we definitely do need the rain, American Viking. We definitely do. Yep, it's been still in a big drought. Conserve, good to see you. Sucks. Sucks. Got a swift kick into Jimmy. Oh well. Oh well. So my wife, you know, to not be defeated, she has put posts up on Facebook and offered my delivery services. And if you buy flowers, I'm offering a free hug. So Strategic ETC, I totally got a hug for you next time I see you. Right on, Miko Wolf. That's awesome. That's awesome. Sidebar to the conversation here. The caterpillars are back. They're like tiny right now. Gypsy moth caterpillars. So I fully expect the leaves on all my trees to be gone in the next, 2 months. They will completely defoliate this area. Last year they ate everything. The year before they ate everything. They are taking over the Hudson Valley. Oh, CUCV Farmer, you're in it. That's awesome. What the heck is this? Go away. 320 pounds of hamburger, 40, 50 pound steaks. Yes. Did I get the tree tape, Southern Tier Prepper? There's so many of them. It would last about an hour, honestly. Karen Sears, good to see you. They are. I killed millions of caterpillars last year, like millions of caterpillars, with a pump sprayer full of dish soap and vinegar. That kind of liquefies them a little bit. Kia Chris, what up? Yeah, but the caterpillars are back. I was hoping that the moths would fly away with them. No. Jules, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. That's right, Southern Tier Prepper. I sent a message, and I kept sending it. And every time I'd walk outside, I'd send it again. Lots of neem oil, huh, Pilgrim? There's so many of these freaking things, man. Just so many. There's got to be tens of millions, because I killed millions and millions. I feel like I'm Starship Troopers. Grit and Grace, I'll be putting I'll put a post up after this. There's a Venmo and everything to donate directly to Dottie's Warriors if you so choose. All of those donations go directly to the National MS Society, and we greatly appreciate it. I'm even wearing the shirt. See, got my Dottie's Warriors on. Brian Smith, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Peppermint, huh, Viking? That's cool. Man, I can't bring this thing any higher. I'm stuck hiding on the porch, you know, trying to stay out of the rain. We had a couple breaks in the rain today, but rain. Mostly rain. Oh, check this out. Here, let me see. I flip this guy around. Kablamo. There it is. The tent for bug out weekend. Aw, yeah. Glad to hear it, Brian. East Tennessee, what up, Jim? Hope all is well, buddy. Oh, that's awesome, Coffee. Hope it was a good book. Hope you took away some valuable information, right? That's Joey's hope for. Learned something, right? American Viking, no. This is probably more like a, I would say, late spring through early fall kind of tent. This was something I got a little bit bigger. My goal when I went to Bug Out Weekend was to establish a small forward operating base, right? That was my goal. Just something that I could live out of for a few days and, do all my little missions out of. I thought that would be a cool goal for myself to lend to the Bug Out, you know. Red Cardinal, good to see you. So that was my goal, make a watertight. Ronnie Braun, last year, I put up a lot of videos of the caterpillars. They're tiny right now. I don't even think I could get the camera to focus on one. And right now, if they touch you, when they're real small like that, you get a histamine response from your skin. So every time one of them touches you, it's like another freaking mosquito bite. One of the first companies that ever reached out to me to ask me to be an affiliate of theirs was a company that I'm going to shout out right now because I denied them because of where I live. Throwflame.com. And I am kicking myself now with the caterpillar invasion for not accepting their offer to be an affiliate. Because, man, I tell you what, I'd do it. Oops. Jay Helms, good to see you. Kia Chris, it's not enough. It's not enough. The Mickwicks ain't gonna do it, bro. They ain't gonna do it. I need more power. I need more power. Southern Tier Prepper, yeah, totally. Hey, Sunset, good to see you. The birds apparently really don't mind the rain. They're living it up in the bird bath over there. My mother's spark. I have a dog. Good to see you, sister. Yeah, I came on to pout about the failed fundraiser today and offer flowers and free hugs to people. Yeah, every flower purchase gets a free hug. And at the show, we were charging $25 for a bouquet, all going to the MS Society. And apparently, it was just too steep for folks. They didn't want to do it. Yes, my mother's spark, the flame werfer. Right on, American Viking. Use BT on the Gypsy Moss. Thank you, Grit and Grace. Right on, Jay Helms. That's the way to do it, man. It's at your own pace. You can't rush it. If you do, you're not going to do it right, and things will go to waste, and that's not what you want to do, right? Right on, American Viking. Looking forward to it, man. That sounds like a really cool idea. Gasifier vehicle, right? That's cool. My mother's spark, yeah. All the flowers are here currently, and we're doing a fire sale, flash sale. I'll deliver them and give you a hug. Now down to $20. Yep. Do whatever we can to try and get some money for the MS Society at this point, Wife put a lot of effort into it, a lot of money, a lot of time. So, Coffee says I'll take one. You better buy more than one if I'm driving all the way to Strong Island. Good golly. If I had a better battery for the drone, I might be able to fly them to you if the weather was nicer, but your Amazon delivery service. Okay, too. What up with him, Kays? Yep. Total bummer. Yeah, she put a lot into it, man. A lot of thought, a lot of heart, and just goes to show that even with the best of intentions, sometimes things just don't work out. You can have the highest of hopes and still flop, right? So you can't give up. That's the big thing. We haven't given up. We haven't given up. We were posting on the Facebook, especially locally, So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. We'll see what comes of it. Worst case scenario, like I said, the nursing home down the road, maybe tomorrow evening. I don't want to. I don't want to give them dying flowers. I want to give them. I want to give them something that's gonna last them a while, right? So we'll go to the nursing home and drop them off. There's a battered women's shelter in Poughkeepsie that we could bring some to. Devil Dog, good to see you. But they certainly won't go to waste. They will definitely brighten somebody's day, just like they were intended to do. Niels, good to see you. Channel Spies, what's up? Rainy Sunday. Yeah, turn your fails into wins somehow, right? I guess that's the biggest lesson of today. Turn it into a win somehow. Sunset, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a week before. You're not buying mom Mother's Day flowers today, especially not cut ones. It's not a good look for you, bro. Uh-uh. That's right, Trout Slayer. My buddy Trout Slayer, man. He had a day the other day. I got a call from him, and he said the universe tried to test me today. So, oh, bro, what happened? He uh, he was out fishing, doing what the Trout Slayer does, slaying trout on a beautiful lake, Summit Lake, I think it was, Washington State, way up there in the peaks, and his kayak started taking on water. Some wild weather blew in out of nowhere when he's in the middle of the lake and sunk his kayak 90 feet deep, he says. Wow. Luckily, he kept cool and had his personal flotation device on. He had a life preserver on, like a zip up vest kind of one. They're actually pretty cool nowadays. They look like a fishing vest, and you hang all your stuff from them. Luckily, he had that on, and luckily, he was with one of his subscribers who just happened to get the day off of work and decided for the very first time to go out and meet him and go fishing with him. Keegan, I think his name is. I want to give a huge shout out to Keegan for water rescuing my brother from another mother. I am forever in your debt, Keegan. I appreciate everything you did. Keelan. 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 Yeah, he rescued my homie from the middle of the lake, bro. It's, it's crazy. It's crazy. But he's home. He's safe. He's here chatting with us. So, and I definitely want to have him on the channel to talk about what happened to him and some of the lessons we can learn from this. A lot of us tend to venture out on our own, right? We go by ourselves because we don't want to burden anybody else with our trials and tribulations. Trout Slayer right above you, Pilgrim. He sunk the kayak. He started taking on water and then eventually flipped. He put a video out about it today. I shared it on the community tab, so it's there for everybody to check out. But he made it out. Keelan was able to call 911 from his boat before he ever got to Trout Slayer. And then he grabbed a hold of the side of his boat, and they drove back to shore where they saw some guys on the shore, and they were able to throw him a rope, and they pulled them in. Freak weather, man. When he went out there, he was recording footage the whole time. Well, for most of the time, he had a camcorder that he usually records with. Lost all of his gear for the most part. His brand new battery for the trolling motor. Yeah, Southern Tier Prepper, absolutely. Absolutely. Guardian Angels were there that day for sure. And his name was Keelan. A stranger. Somebody that he had never met before. And by chance through Facebook and YouTube, Keelan was able to pluck him out of the water before things could have gotten worse. So I am forever in his debt for rescuing my brother from the waters. And love you, buddy. I'm so glad that you're the fighter that you are, and you didn't give up. It's huge. It's huge. Some people just get in those situations and they just say, that's it. This is it. I'm screwed. Nah. Just keep pressing ahead, right? That's all we can do sometimes. Just keep forging ahead. Katrinka, those are true words right there. SHTF comes in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes it's personal. Chance. You gotta have proper personal protective equipment. And some training too, man. Don't be afraid to test that gear. Throw yourself in the water. Know how that flotation device is going to act when you're in there. Because I mean, we all swim, right? Most folks can swim. Some can't. And swimming's easy for me when I'm like in a pair of swimming trunks. You know, I don't have shoes on. I'm not fully clothed. That's when it gets scary because all that weight is pulling you down, right? And without that personal flotation device, he might not be here in the chat with us today. So think about that the next time you go out kayaking. Make sure you go with a buddy. Yeah, yeah, the freak wind trout slayer. Totally. The vessel took on water. It's scary. The first responders were able to rescue his kayak from the water. It had some foam in it, so it didn't fully go under, and they were able to pull it out for him. Still kept his trolling motor. He was making his own homemade fishing lures and trying them out. Those managed to stay afloat, but all of the the fancy ones that you spend all the money on, they're at the bottom of the lake with his phones and his camcorder. And yep, the homemade ones made it though. Those are the good ones. But I definitely got a care package for you, Mr. Trout Slayer. I know you want to get back out on the water and start filming again, so I got an extra camera here that I'm going to send out to you. I got to stop down to the post office tomorrow, grab a box, and get it done. Get it done. Steel and Tree, good to see you. Blue Butterfly, welcome. Yeah, yeah, never give up. And sometimes even the best of intentions and a heart of gold won't get you everything, right? Southern Tier Prepper, when you can. When you can. Great idea. I see it different, American Viking, and it kind of sometimes it goes off of where it was when you came in. So I see 49 people, 46 likes. Yeah, it's weird. But there was like 15 or 20 people here, and told me there was one. So YouTube cannot be trusted, Viking. Cannot be trusted. Anne Marie, good to see you. Bummer. Bummer. You have to refresh to see the likes. Thank you, Coffee. Yeah, we all know. American Viking. We all know. I was doing a comparison today. There's a channel that I follow. I'll give them a shout out because I like the guy. I think he's super genuine. And Butler Outdoors, New York. He's from Western New York, and he makes and shoots slingshots. And his live streams, he just occasionally looks at the phone and says hello to whoever, somebody, one name that pops up, he'll say hello. His live streams commonly get 11,000, 17,000, 22,000 views on his vertical lives. But he's at 4,000 subscribers. It's wild. Wild. Double the subscribers. Go vertical live. And can't break 100 viewers with 8,000 subscribers. It's mad. Math doesn't math. Oh well. At some point, hopefully this all works itself out. Pilgrim, yeah, but if they got you on the naughty list, nah, nah, you ain't getting seen. Sea Wolf, good to see you. King Corso, what's up? Michelle, howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, yeah, it's Common Core. Katrinka, yeah, yeah. It's just, it's not about the numbers for me. It's about the people, and the people that are here. I'm ecstatic with. These are my friends. Some of y'all been here since the beginning of Hudson Valley prepping and survival, right? Give me a one in the chat if you remember the early days. I know XMYC, he's an OG. Pilgrim's an OG. Coffee's an OG. Daryl Calhoun, man. Daryl's been around Hudson Valley forever. That's all right, Chance. You don't have to be an OG to be appreciated here. I think everybody's got something to offer, right? I learn from you guys all the time. William K's, yeah, real OG right there. He's been to the bug outs, man. We break bread in the woods together. That's as real as it gets. Rob B. Pepperidge Farm always remembers. Katrinka, yeah. Not gonna stop for like 9 days. 9 days of rain. See, Rum Runner? When YouTube does an update on your device that you watch on, it'll change everything. It just kind of normalizes everything, except for the stuff that you watch on like a super regular basis. And Rum Runner, you're here all the time, man. So I don't know. Robert Bates. Robert Bates, a real OG. No, Robert Bates, you've been around the channel for quite some time. Jules, yeah. Yeah, you go digging in the archives. Appreciate you. Thank you, sister. You go digging in the Hudson Valley prepping and survival crates. You're going to find some gems. Gems. Demonetized. Gems. For real. There's a music video on there. That one got us in a little bit of trouble. Weird Al was not happy with the Livingston, man. Katrinka. Nah, you're part of the crew, sister. You're part of the crew. All good, American Viking. Appreciate when we get to spend some time together, bro. Takes that out of the box thinking. Really does. Have a great night, my mother Spark. Kiss the hubby for me. 256 hours and 6 minutes till check-in for PP's Bug Out Weekend. He's got the countdown clock on. Devil Dog is on it. Can't wait to see you, bro. Can't wait to see you. Robert Bates, tile work is going. It is. I'm getting busy and taking on new jobs, doing new estimates. So super excited about that. Really looking forward to putting the gas pedal down on the tile business. And hopefully I can check in with you guys lunchtime. I'll take a break and do that. Daryl, have a great night. Good to see you. Yeah. Yep. Definitely excited about that. Thank you, Chance. Really appreciate it. Packs 35 minutes or so. Didn't miss everything, but a little bit. Thanks, Trout Slayer. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've been doing tile work for oh, almost 25 years. Tucked by V, what up? 25 years of setting tiles. Started as the kid who couldn't do anything, you know. They wouldn't let me do anything. I had to watch for a little while. Then they let me build the showers, you know, prep everything. And I would go do all the finish work. I'd have to grout everything and clean everything up and cuts for all the tile masons and help speed up their job. I was a helper for many years. And then jumped to a tile setter, and I learned from a guy named Ed the anal tile setter. Ed was a great teacher, fantastic teacher. Fantastic teacher. If it wasn't right, it didn't go in. Taught me some valuable lessons. He sent me in to do a floor, and we did the layout, and it was me and the other helper, and he wanted us to go on our own and do something without them kind of looking over your shoulder, you know. And he was like, "Oh, it's an easy one. They're 18 by 18 tiles in an office, and just give me the biggest piece you can at the door." So we laid everything out and snapped all of our lines on the far side of the room. And by the time we got to the door, there was like a 6-inch piece at the door. Both of us are looking at each other, scratching our heads, wondering what the hell we did wrong. You know, we're going over the math again and trying to figure it out. And we're like, oh, well, you know, we're this far into it. Let's just finish it, you know. And I'm putting the last piece in the door, and Ed walks in. And he's like, "Oh, wow. Floor looks really flat. Great job, guys. How'd you end up with that small cut at the door? I thought I asked for the big piece. Looks like you got the big piece on the other side of the room." I said, Ed, I don't know what happened. We did the math, and it just, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. And he looked at me and he said, "Mike, sometimes it's better when you just rip it all up and start again tomorrow." And I was like, "What?" He says, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna pay you overtime to stay here and rip this floor out, whatever it takes. Scrape it down as flat as you can get it. I'll go pick up some more tile in the morning, and we'll go over the layout together and see where you went wrong." He later told me that that lesson cost him about $350, and it was a small price to pay for something that I would never forget. Rob B. Ed was a fantastic teacher, one of the most patient men I've ever met. Great guy. Ed Ham is his name. He was super religious. Just a great guy. Great guy. Hope he's doing well. You tiled your chicken coop, Galdrell. That's awesome. What the heck is that? No, I want to see the messages. They keep disappearing. Blue butterfly. We did the math wrong. We did the math wrong. Yep. Yeah, you got to have a lot of patience, Trout Slayer. Right on, XMYC. That's awesome, American Viking. That's the American dream right there. Rob B, 100%. I put in some stuff that I'll probably never ever get the chance to touch again. There was a place in Connecticut that we did. The guy had found ancient Chinese sidewalk pieces. Apparently they used to mix up this green marble concrete, and they poured sidewalks, right? And there was a flood there, and I guess it all ripped up, and they were just taking them to the dump. And somebody over there decided it'd be a great idea to salvage some of these things, and maybe somebody could turn it into a floor or something. So this guy that put a play on Broadway made a ton of money. He was building this incredible house in Connecticut up in the hills. And he had us install that ancient Chinese sidewalk in his grand room. It was incredible. It was incredible. I had to replicate 10,000-year-old hand chiseled edges on tiles. That was fun. You don't get to do that stuff much, you know. That's a once in a lifetimer. KY, 100%. 125, what up? Hunter, you want to buy some flowers? I got flowers for sale. XMYC, I wish. I wish I was turkey hunting. I got to be working, bro. I got to be working. I had way too much downtime, so I need to be busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. Right on, coffee. We'll have Hunter and stop up on his mean machine, the neighborhood patrol, grab some flowers, and then oh, Southern Tier Prepper, thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You hunted her down. Appreciate you. I think I shared it all on my Facebook. Much appreciated. Yeah, I really kicked the wind out of the sails here this morning, but whatever. Always 10% for waste, Jules. Always. Safety first. Tiles are fragile. Right on, Juby Joe. Say that one all the time, Pax. Man, I cut this tile 3 times. It's still too short. Yeah, I got to put in some hand-painted tiles on Friday. Oh, thank you, Southern Tier Prepper. I'll send it right over to her. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, Katrinka. That's rough. Cats are highly allergic to lilies, guys. Don't put lilies in your house if you have cats. PNW Trout Slayer found that one out the hard way. Do your research before you bring plants around the animals. Yep, some of them are super dangerous. Not for us so much, but for the pets, man, that's scary. I love my fur critters. There you go, coffee. Now you know how to deal with them. Yeah, Trout Slayer got bombarded. He found out the day that he sunk his vessel in the lake that his cat was highly allergic to lilies. So when it rains, it pours. Gillespie Group in Schenectady called the maintenance department. They're always building. They always use a good floor guy. Right on, Miko Wolf. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, the poinsettias. That's right, Rum Runner. Those are super dangerous to our fur friends, dogs and cats. Yep. There's a few plants that you don't want to have in your house if you have pets. What would Southern Tier Prepper tell you? She'd tell you, do your research. Because it's important. Don't seem like it, but it is. Be cautious with the oleander as well. Right on, Viking. I think dogs are okay around the lilies coffee, but cats, they are extremely toxic too. Holy shit, American Viking. Wow. That's crazy. Wow, that's scary. You know, my son had an interaction with one of those white fuzzy caterpillars once upon a time. He said he saw it on his shoulder. He went that they were at the babysitter's and they were playing kickball and the ball went into the woods and he went in to get it. And when he came out, he had one on his arm and he brushed it off. And he blew up like a freaking balloon, man. His eyes were swollen shut. His whole face, his nose was like indented. I was scared to death from a caterpillar. Sorry, blue butterfly. They're making me sleepy too. Yeah, that was really scary, American Viking. He blew up like a balloon. He came out of his room. He said, I don't feel very good. And I looked at him and I was like, oh man, we're going for a little ride. Sorry, Trout Slayer. Yeah, that was brutal. It was he said it was an all white caterpillar with black spines on it. Uh-oh, that's not good. Just a second, guys. That should have fixed it. My son stole my earbuds. Call them pack saddle around here, right on KY Survival. They're nasty, whatever they are. Nasty. And the gypsy moths are back. Well, the caterpillars, anyway. No, I never heard of pack saddles. Nope, that's a new one to me. Damn caterpillars. I was so looking forward to planting a garden, like, soon. It's such a freaking bummer, man. I don't dare do it with those things. There's a website called Jace Medical. Get your EpiPens. American Viking. I am an affiliate of Jace Medical, and I've actually reached out to another company that does the same thing. Only it's a little bit more geared towards preparedness, I would say. So I'll see if they get back to me in the next few days here. Really looking forward to working with them if they're up for it. And if not, I'll just tell you all about it. But we shall see. I definitely got a Jace case. They bounced back, Katrinka. We had very small leaves to go this fall. They bounced back, and they never. It was like springtime here all year. There was no leaves on the trees anywhere around us. There was chewed pieces of them all over the road. Green leaf that fell and died from them eating around it, you know? Little chunks fall off. It was nothing but that and caterpillar crap everywhere. Oh, Miko Wolf, I could use a hella bug zapper. I'd be afraid the thing would catch fire with as many of these things as around here. Holy cow, American Viking! You went for the big jamma. I can tell you that it is significantly less expensive than that. Significantly, like 4 times less expensive. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, when you're prepping for the whole family. That's pricey, man. That's pricey. But I should definitely know about them in the next day or two, so. PAX, I've heard a lot of stuff about that stuff. And the company that I'm talking about, it comes in the kit. It comes in the kit. Jules, I camped in it. I camped in it. We had We had gone out to, there's actually a video of it on the channel. Livingston Man, myself, and a couple of friends went out to try and clear a new spot for the bug out weekends that we used to host here in New York. And we went out there, and the caterpillars were eating the trees. And it, even on a dry day, it sounded like rain. You had to cover the entire camp kitchen, had to have tarp over it because it's just nothing but caterpillar droppings coming from the trees. It's freaking terrible, man. It's terrible. I'm telling you, it's if you were a nation who was going to cause turmoil in a place in the next 5 years, and you had it kind of planned out that you were going to land there in springtime, right? Estain, they're coming down out of the trees. They're itty bitty right now, but they're coming, and they're going to eat everything. They're going to defoliate Hudson Valley. I bet 70% defoliation throughout the Hudson Valley. But if you were an invading army and you wanted to keep an eye on everything on the ground, you just drop a couple caterpillars out a few years in advance and just wait and watch the news. They'll tell you when it's clear. Then your drones and your spy planes and your helicopters, you ain't hiding from them. The only way you could hide from them is underneath a leafy canopy, right? Certainly can't hide from them in the open. Oh, right on, Pax. Good to know. Thank you. Steel and Tree, I'm telling you, I might have another link coming here soon. And I think they're geared a little more towards the preparedness mindset. Because this one you can get with not just the prescriptions, you can get all the over-the-counter stuff right in the box. I'm talking like a hard gig box, not like a flimsy little freaking bag, right? Sometimes it's about the packaging too. But I was checking them out, and everything looks amazing. It's all the same stuff that you would get with the other company, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, in the meantime, if Jace is all you can have access to, grab them. Get whatever you can get. Right on, American Viking. Ooh. Southern Tier Prepper, you keep the EpiPens on hand then. Those things are invaluable. When you need them, you just have to have it. There's no, it's that or death, right? That's terrible, Pax. Yeah, Paul, the tackle box is cool, man. I've seen it. It's a good one. It's a good one. Ambulance crews and stuff use those big tackle boxes too. Oh, that sucks, Rob. You need an EpiPen too, huh? Good to know. Good to know. It sure does, Paul Conroy. That's awesome, Southern Tier Prepper. Yeah, you don't want to be practicing that, right, Pax? Ugh. Golly. And listen, man, if you have somebody who's hyper allergic like that, like anaphylactic allergic to things, you should research how to do that stuff. You know, how to keep somebody that you love alive when you can't get to medical care. That's why we do things like the wilderness first aid course and stuff, right? To learn how to do things when you don't have everything. Katrinka, it's probably in the description section of one of our videos. I can't. These live streams won't allow me to drop links in the chat. I wish I could. Afterwards, I can leave it in the comment section. That's like the best I can do. Coffee first. Holy shit. Somebody click on that. Let me know if it works. It might. Thank you, coffee. Coffee's wrench on the job. Damn. Pax did 20 plus in the medical field. Wife was, oh. Appreciate it, Pax. Wife was allergic to something. Oh, William Case. Hang on a second here. I missed something. Buddy hit his arm with a hatchet. Good golly. I'm saying, Paul, coffee's on it. Wasps. Oh, those things are terrible, man. I ran into ground hornets a couple years ago. Luckily, I'm not like super allergic to them. Black wasps make me swell up a good bit, but yellow jackets, it's just pain in the suck, you know, of a yellow jacket bite. But, ugh. Man. Did not like finding those guys. Not even a little bit. It's terrible. My brother found him first with the skid steer. He got it a few times. Michigan outpost. Yeah, especially the ground hornets, Pilgrim. They're the nastiest ones, because holy cow, Trout Slayer. Yeah, no. Whew. Just can't do cigars either. Yuck. I have some Wasp albums and CDs. That's scary. Especially anything on the scalp, man. That stuff bleeds like crazy. Savagely, yeah. Darwinism will reign supreme. Oh, those are bad, Katrinka. It looked like they found like a root to a pine tree, right? Burrowed in underneath the big root and hollowed out the ground in there. You know, you're used to seeing them in places like overhangs and eaves and up on roofs underneath the drip edge and stuff like that, right? Being a construction worker for so long, I've kind of like trained to look for those things. Right, yeah, fire helps. Fire definitely helps. Kill fire. Yeah. The shoe fly wasp and hornet spray. That stuff is the truth, man. Kills on contact. You want the shit that the power company uses, right? I asked a dude who worked for Central Hudson. I was like, hey, man, what kind of bee spray you use? He was like, here, take 2 cans. This stuff. Buy this stuff. This is the only stuff we use. 20 feet, non-conductive. Yeah. How long does bleed stop last if unopened? I know some of those things have expiration dates on them. Now, you know, being a prepper, I'm one who would push those dates. I personally, I wouldn't recommend that for anybody else. Ray Smith, it's raining here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan, and it is totally going to rain here for like the next 9 days. So, like 5 inches of rain over the next 9 days. But the shoe fly is the truth. $100%, Ray. Hot shot, yeah, that's a good one too, Pax. So now you got to read the cans when you buy it. Some of them have foaming action, right? So you like hit the exit hole of a nest, and it foams up, and then they have to crawl through that. That's what you want. That fluid just has to touch them. It's a neurotoxin to bees, and it kills them on contact. No kidding. That's pretty cool, Tuck. Well, not cool that you got stung, but cool that you didn't have a bad reaction to it. Oh no, Chance. That's scary. That's scary. It's self-defense weapon right there. Can of wasp and hornet spray. People's Republic of New Yorkistan, it's probably illegal to carry wasp and hornet spray, but hey. Yeah, the foam ones work good, Ray. Coat that nest, anything touching it, toast. Medicine Without Borders sells really great. Stop the bleed, natural clay or something. Right on, coffee. Cool. Oh, that's awesome, Steel Tree. You can't beat that. Can't beat that. Ooh, what we could talk about before we go? I was thinking about it the other day. Medical kits in SHTF, right? So if you were ever in a situation where you needed some medical supplies, like basic stuff, some vehicles come with small medical kits on board. Things like Mercedes-Benz, Audis. I know some Volkswagens come with small medical kits on board. They're usually hidden in the trunk by the spare tire, where most people, who own cars, they never go. So chances are the stuff in them might be old, but it's better than no stuff at all in a shit hit the fan situation. So you can always check abandoned vehicles for medical kits, right? Ooh, PAX. That's scary. Yeah, it is definitely check your drink season. If you work outside and you're drinking something that doesn't have a screw on top, you're always going to want to check your drink before you take a sip this time of year, because you might find somebody else is having a sip while you weren't. Oh, Ray Smith, 100%. Absolutely. You should definitely have a medical kit. Buy a good quality medical kit. Refuge Medical makes the top of the line kits. But I'm talking, shit hit the fan. You have nothing. If you have to find something, those are some places that you can look, and you may actually come across some medical gear. Oh, that's a great idea, American Viking. What was that? Keep a list of pill identifiers. Yeah, it's definitely crappy gear, Ray. But, when you have nothing, it's better than nothing, right? Oh, that's awesome, Paul. Good call. Oh, cobalt. That's scary. Finding that stuff out is the worst. Hopefully you're around good people when you find out, right? Oh, your Xterra had a med kit in the tailgate. Very cool. Good to know. Yeah, I've sipped on a bee before. I got lucky and spit him out before he got me. Now, Ray, if somebody gets zapped, right? Do you need one pen per sting, or is it just one shot in the thigh, right? It's right in the meat of the thigh, the EpiPen. I think it's just one shot. Strategic ETC is going to come in and throw a book at me right now if he's still listening. One shot. Thank you, Trout Slayer. Right on, Savagely. Good advice. Good places to look. You know, shit hit the fan. Everything's an austere environment. For real, Paul. For real. Travis gonna slap me up. Pax says one shot and wait. Seasoned veteran here. Appreciate it, Pax. Oh, wow. Cerium sickness? Amanda's Homestead Journey. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. That sounds net. I've never even heard of that. Doesn't sound any good, I'll tell you that. Oh, Rum Runner said, friend broke his leg 4th of July with my son back of the tourniquet. Back of the ATV, and it was bleeding. In Summit, 911. 45 minutes for the ambulance. Wow, that's crazy. If it doesn't work, 5 minutes later, another one. It doesn't sound very good, Amanda's. Wow, I had a friend just break her leg. Freak accident, you know, jumping up to get something out of the counter, and her son was creeping up behind her. When she jumped, she heard him coming, and when she came down, she tried to turn her feet sideways so she wouldn't, you know, land on his foot. And that twisting motion when she landed, tib fib. No good. No good. She's down for the count. Last time I saw her, she had steel rod sticking out of her leg, and her leg was in traction, being pulled apart. Brandon Anderson, the cities are overflowing. Cities grow every year, and rural places like this lose people every year. Rum Runner, that's awesome. That's awesome. I know Refuge stands by their commitment, and they will always do that. A stain, when she broke it, it was more like a compound fracture. It like shattered. It was like a twisty break, and her shattered at her ankle, and then the other one was high just below the knee. I believe that the tibia was at the ankle and the fibia was at the knee. So it was like I don't know what they call it, but it was a twisting fracture. And they had to pull her leg apart and put some temporary things in there until she could have surgery and have all the plates and stuff put in. Oh, sorry, Estain. Why do rural parts lose and cities grow? I don't know, man. I don't know. It comes to, you know, New York State, especially New York State. New York City grows by like 10,000 people every year. Upstate loses like 800,000 a year. The folks up here are just getting priced out. They just can't afford to live here anymore. This is New York City's playground up here now. So, and they're starting to price things like it's New York City's playground. And what's going to happen is they're going to come up here to play, and there ain't going to be anybody to run anything. There ain't going to be no cooks in the kitchen. There ain't going to be nobody at the farm stand. Everything's going to be closed up and shuttered because, you know, we can't afford to live here anymore. So we had to get the hell out, right? Average Joe is priced out of here. Pax says spiral compound fracture. Yeah, that was a yucky one too, Pax. I saw the x-rays. Oh, oh. Yeah. What's up, Gnostic Nomad? Gnostic Nomad. I have such a hard time saying that. Got to work on my English pronunciations. X, it's nice, but man, they're pricing us out up here, bro. 100%, Ray. Everybody wants the easy way out, the easy life, right? Everybody. I was talking with my wife about this today, and how ages ago we traded the hard life for the life of convenience, and the cost was eternal servitude to the U.S. dollar, right? The debt-based society. Everybody's got to be in debt. If you're not in debt, then you don't have good credit. If you don't have good credit, you can't purchase things. At least things you can't afford. That's why you need credit. You need credit so you can buy the things that you can't physically afford because the prices are so high. There used to be a time when a brand new car cost $5,000, when a house would cost you 40 or 50 grand. A nice little piece of property too, picket fence, the whole nine. Nowadays, that's crazy talk. That doesn't exist. I'd be the last one to leave selling oranges. Yardbirds. Right now, I'm selling fresh cut flowers, bro. Fresh cut flowers. Fresh cut flowers. JHT. It's nuts. It's nuts. You look at car prices. Forget it. Forget it. I've been looking for my daughter, right? And holy shit, man. Holy shit. $2,300 needs a transmission. Bring a tow truck. Steel and tree. I am. It's true. I'm so embedded here, man. This is my home. This is my home. I'll stay here through the ebbs and flows. They'll spread my ashes around this joint, and I'll haunt it for the rest of my existence. Right? Gnostic Nomad. No, I think the biggest problem was you can do gun tuber stuff. It has to be in video format. You can't do any live streams with firearms. Patty S, yeah. Yeah, being so far from the hospitals, man. They put you in a helicopter. Forget it. If you don't have insurance, you dunzo. Some random dude. Take it easy, man. The ghost of survival past. That's right. You failed the number one rule of survival. Now you will haunt the valley forever. Yeah, cash for clunkers was something, man. That was step one, Paul. You're absolutely right. Forgot about that. Good memory, man. Good memory. Yep. 2003 Subaru. I want $3,600. The subframe's rotted out, but it's got a good motor and transmission with 300,000 miles on it. That's what I'd be seeing. J3GS, what up? Teresa, good to see you. Oh, Miko Wolf, I'm on my way to rescinding back into the simple life. Dial it all back, right? Kids are old enough that I ain't gotta be lavish. Son headed off to college, daughter in college and working. Time to dial it all back. I don't need all the flashy bells and whistles anymore. Just dial it all back. Live the simple life. It's got to pay some shit off first, right? 08 Forester, $4,500. Good golly, Southern Tier Prepper. Check the frame on it, man. You know, New York State. They eat them. Good call, Ray. Tell you what, if I'm ever in need, I hope I come across you, my friend. Trout Slayer, I feel you on that. Take the vibrate out of the house, right? I don't know. I don't know. I go build a cottage out of sticks and brush. Live in the fucking woods. Betty Lou, good to see you. Hope all is well, my friend. It's been me honking, going past your house. Stealing tree. You got to relax before they move back in. Yeah. Juby Joe says, "Oh, turn in your gun events in Houston." Teresa, they haven't even called me to tell me they have something for me to trade my truck for at this point. So I can't be without a vehicle right now, and the suspension is kind of working. We'll see how it holds up tomorrow when I load some material in it and try and take it to the job. I don't know. I had I did the math on it. It was 128 pounds in the bed when the suspension in the back failed. It was parked. Only a minute. XMYC, this thing's got a lifetime warranty on it. So they're going to fix it until they decide to write me a check for the book value of it. And then I'm going to have somebody else fix it. And then I'm going to drive it till it falls apart. Yeah, Trout Slayer failed again with 128 pounds in the bed. Some random dude, that's great advice. Fluid film is the truth, man. It's like a diesel and oil mixture that folks spray on their frames of their vehicle here. The water and shit just beads right off it like a duck's back. It's fantastic. And your car smells funny for a little while, but eventually the road grime kind of sticks to it. And right on, Ray. That's a steal right there. I think I bought the last $600 car in the world, for sure. Yeah, I bought from a guy I knew. He had a 2016 Dodge Journey. In a little rough shape. He was a roadside repair guy. You know, he'd come bring you gas or jump your car if you broke down. Roadside assistance guy. And he put a bunch of miles on it and drove the crap out of it. I mean, he needed tires. It was leaking oil and the whole 9 yards. And I brought it home and resurrected it. Threw a little bit of money into it and lucked out, man. It's been a great car. A great car. And it's a Dodge, so the parts are cheap as shit. Gotta love that. Easy to fix, right? Domestic. Don't mean the parts are made here. Just means it's domestic. Well, I've been yapping for an hour and 18 minutes. Coffee first. I'm going to let everybody go because I've been yapping for an hour and 18 minutes. Please smash that like button before you go. Yardbirds, the only chicks I'm picking up are ones that are going to go in a coupe, bro. And I'm not talking about a two-door. KY says they're cheap because they wear out so fast. Indeed, Rum Runner. Yeah, 128 pounds, Ray. Yeah, the vehicle's supposed to, it's rated to tow 10,000, but it failed with 128 pounds in the bed, so. Thank y'all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate you doing the rewind and catching the replay. Come back. Leave a comment in the comment section. Please. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for joining me. Really appreciate you being here. Stay safe, folks. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival. I'll catch you on the next one.